Welcome. In this video I'll be covering exactly what's new in Arpology X. There are full overview and instruments in action videos for those who want a general breakdown of the library or want to just hear the sounds in context. If you've used sample logic libraries before, you'll be somewhat familiar with the broad ideas behind Arpology X: 4-core mixing, step animation and flexible sound shaping. But Arpology X brings some brand new ideas to the table, being developed in a new Kontakt engine from the ground up. That includes in-browser core auditioning, brand new dual-module XY pad, hot swappable effects, improved randomization filters, and updated settings menus. So here I'll be taking a speedy tour through these unique features of this inspiring arpeggio-based library. Let's go! First off, the main event. This FX XY pad, which brings brand new FX automation to the heart of Arpology X. You might already be familiar with the Core XY pad, just here. This central node mixes between 4 different cores and their sounds. The FX XY pad is a creative way to send each core's audio output to 4 different insert effects. Each of these effects on each corner can be changed with a drop-down menu, and there are many options. Variations of chorus, delay, flanger, reverb, and more. At the moment you can see just one central node, as the XY position of all 4 cores is linked together. Shown here with link mouse control. So as I drag the node, you'll hear all cores being sent to chorus, psych delay, flanger, or plate reverb. But that is just the start. I can click to unlink the 4 core nodes and send different cores, 1, 2, 3, and 4, to different effects. Or combinations of effects, just by positioning the nodes. Now, wouldn't it be great to animate the positions of those nodes for constant evolving effects? That can be done too. Open the step animator view just here, and that gives you access to cores 1, 2, 3, and 4. These mini XY pads, labelled FXX and FXY, can be dragged to set an XY position for each step. There are also useful preset shapes: square, diagonal, circle, cross, and X, available from a drop-down. So let's set a preset XY sequence for each of the 4 different cores. Back in the main menu, we need to switch on the FX step animator for the 4 cores, and play. You can see the XY positioning of all of the cores going wild, sending the audio from each core to combinations of effects in constant animation. Of course, you can turn some core movement on and others off. It's also possible to assign X and Y controls to MIDI CC. That's done from the settings menu, where you can set MIDI CC numbers, or click to learn a physical hardware control. Users of NKS-compatible Native Instruments hardware will find the Core XY pad and the FX XY pad have already been assigned to their hardware dials. Very useful. Let's catch up on some of the other innovations of Arpology X. Firstly, the browser. It's multifunctional with the ability to load instrument presets, core presets, source sounds, and step sequences, all from one place. An XY core mixer has been added to the browser, so you can test out core mixing without even leaving the page. This is especially useful to solo cores, whilst you're fine-tuning sound and step animator selection from the hundreds of presets. Randomization is a big part of what makes Sample Logic instruments so creative, but power is nothing without control, so we've added more filtering options for randomization. In the settings menu, there's a dedicated random page, which now has an amount slider that can be more subtle with changes. For example, if you want to add just a small amount of panning automation to existing sequences. Or just a little bit of stutter. The amount slider is especially useful for coming up with subtle harmonics and melodies. Set it low and choose to transpose a scale type, then only a few pitches in the sequence will be changed. There are new filters for the probability that a note will play, and the FX/XY movement. The new option here to draw directly from presets means that the randomization engine will pull sequences from the existing preset bank, making for a more curated result. And of course, you can choose to randomize some cores and not others. Lastly, a mention for the step animator page of the settings view. Here you now have total control over what's being copied and pasted between cores when you're editing in the core step animators, from on-off to pan and everything in between. That means you can keep the automation that you like and easily copy and paste the rest. Each core now has dedicated and independent playback controls for velocity intensity, swing, and re-trigger time, which slightly delays the timing of notes. This means that you can set some cores to playback with a more human feel and others to conform strictly to the beat. Humanized velocity creates a more natural sounding velocity playback. Those are the standout new features of Arpology X. We hope you have lots of fun exploring, and thanks for watching.